like maybe we're reaching the point of camp where things are getting a little more chippy out there?
Yeah, I think you noticed that today. One of the things that happened is, as we started to get going here today, we were not, defensively, we were not on top of our game, and we had to push them a little bit, and I think that caused some of the getting chippy with each other out there. But there was, we had a lot of mental mistakes, which is, we have to fight through that when we're tired, and that's one of the things that Coach Moore is constantly talking to them about. And even after practice, it can't be the coaches doing it all the time. It has to be the guys between the lines.
When you get two guys ejected, you just kind of chalk that up to just part of training camp, or?
No, it's a learning experience. We made a point of it, and there we are in a 2-minute situation. Can't lose your poise. If it happens at practice, this can happen in the game, okay? You can't say, I won't do it in the game, because inadvertently that's what's going to happen. That's why you're going to lose. You get them in that situation, backed up like that, we got the game on the line in a 4th and 16, and we punch somebody automatic first down. Not good.
How will you approach that with Tech? Will you talk to him about it?
Yeah, absolutely. We'll sit down and go over to the meeting again and talk to the whole defense about it. And poise is something that we all have to have, even coaches at times. And I think everybody's got to constantly be thinking about that and talking about different things. And that's one of the things we try to emphasize. Penalties is a huge part of our. We're 21 in the country. We've got to stop the penalties, okay? And a lot of them are careless penalties. Aggressive penalties you can handle. I mean, that happens in football, and you're going to get those. But the ones that are careless, the offsides, the hands on the back, things like what went on there, it's one of the things that you have to learn to always keep your poise.
In your experience, how long does it take to kind of change a culture like that?
Well, I think a lot of that has to do, as we progress, we constantly, it's on us. As a coach, it's on us. We got to constantly talk about, to the point where incessantly we're kind of annoying about every little thing, and then eventually as they get going, if you nitpick it enough, they're going to get tired of listening to you, and they'll start to pick up. And then as we get it going, then it'll be just constant reminders of what has to be done out there.
I imagine though that, say, if you're here quite a while, say, right, and you kind of develop a culture where there aren't that many penalties, and I'm guessing guys, right, some of the older players maybe, can pass that down to like the younger guys. I mean, and it kind of becomes
and
a thing
carries
where,
on. I think when we talk penalties, like I said, an aggressive penalty, that's going to happen. They're bang, bang. It happens in football as part of the sport. It's the careless penalties, getting in a fight, hands on the back, things that are non-aggressive penalties, the ones you're trying, offsides, false starts, all those are the things that you're trying to stop. Those would either kill drives or help drives.
Any more clarity with Dion and when he might be back?
No, it sets up to the doctors. They handle that, whatever the protocol that they do, and when they give us the clearing, we'll be able to, we'll do it.
What about the linebacker kind of pecking order right now? Is there any particular, like the starters, do you think are pretty set?
That's one of the things that Scotty White does, and he's constantly cross-training. So when you see people in different positions, I wouldn't read anything into it, because Josh Woods sometimes he's playing the Sam, sometimes he's playing the Mike, sometimes he's playing the Will, and it's hard to learn. But in that situation, Scotty's always trying to get him ready for the bad situation that may occur if he has to play. So I wouldn't read a whole lot into where they're playing, because he does mix and match them in whether we're in a certain personnel group on defense, whether we're nickel, dime, whatever we're in, they're always cross-training.
It seemed like today a lot of the coaches were on edge, not just the defensive coaches. KP got into the running backs a little bit. Was this kind of a day when the coaches said, we're going to turn the corner?
No, we didn't plot that. We're not that smart, no. No, we didn't plot it off.
But is there ever a day when you say this is going to be a more intense day? Because yesterday it seemed
I
like
think
pretty
we're
relaxed.
with this group and staff, we're always intense coming out and getting it going. But I think we want to try to get it where the players take charge of it, okay? And that was Coach Moore's point at the end of practice, that the players step up. It's their team. We're just here to make them as good as they want to be, but it's their football team, and he's looking for guys to step up in those situations, because that's what you need. That's exactly what you need. We need that guy that says, hey, and when you're really good, I'm going to tell you, one of the kids will come over to you and say, hey, coach, I got it. And then you just step back and let them. We're trying to develop that.
Has anyone come up to you and said that yet?
Not yet. But it's early yet, and we're developing and we're moving through. And then one of the things when you do, there's a lot of different things that are going in, a lot of different. Their minds are spinning. As they get comfortable, they're going to play faster. They're going to become comfortable, and then from that point, you can take it to the next step.
You see Eddie's return make a difference in the run game defense?
Yeah, if you watch Eddie every day you can see he's starting to get his hands and his legs back. It's been a little foreign to him early, Ben, as you know, because he had been off for a whole year, and I know we're obviously very aware of being sensitive to. This is getting him back into the flow, but every day you can see him start to do some things. His hands are coming back, his feet. He starts to feel comfortable. When we get Eddie where we need to get him, that'll give us an opportunity to maybe give him a breather here and there to keep him fresh.
How about Fabian? What have you seen from him in his return?
I think, Fabian is invaluable to this football team, not only as a player, and I've said this, he's an excellent leader, not a good leader, an excellent leader. Really has a handle what's going on, understands what has to be done, and that part, that's invaluable to your football team.
Any update on when you expect Dion back?
No, that's strictly, anytime you get into those things, you stay out of it. That's up to the doctors. When they tell us, when they clear him, we're good to go. That's obviously a very sensitive issue, and you have that, and that's when he gets back, he gets back, and we just have to adjust accordingly.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Nice to